Hello YouTube, it's Anne and Bella here today, and today I'm going to be explaining about this new, well, it's not new, it's been around for a while, Zentangle workbooks that I've got. I got the first one, so this is Zentangle 1 Basics Expanded Workbook Edition, and you need, it says you need one of these pens, so it's an 1.0 fine pen. And you can get them anywhere. I got mine from my local Range store, which is a new store in the UK that I went to, and I found these. You need one of these, so an 01 fine line pen, a pencil, and then like this buffer thing, but you don't really need the buffer thing. And what it is how to do these. So it's basically like doodling, really. So this is how you do them, how to get started, and then it goes on and explains more about patterns and other things that you can do with them. So you get all of that. And then you get this workbook bit. That's my first Zentangle. I think they're really effective in striking through lines, circles and so forth, and all of that. That's like the warm-up. And then you get to do different designs, and I've done this one in various different ways. And I didn't fully colour them black either because I wanted to see what effect that was, because these are only practice pieces, which I really like doing. These are two that I did today, and I'm still working on this design. It's not quite right, but it's actually really nice having 6 all together because you can see how you're improved from each one. There are loads of other designs that you can do, and then it goes on to sort of, these ones are for shading, so you get shading practice, and then you get experimenting with strings. So this is the string they've put in, and then you've got to section it, further section it, and put little doodles, little tangles in there yourself. This is the first one of a set of 11. I didn't get the second book because that was specifically for scrapbooking and journals. The third book was tangling with rubber stamps. So you put a stamp on, could be like a girl's face, and then you tangle around it. Or it could be like part of a flower and you tangle around that. This one's, Zentangle 4 is more for embellishments. So it's for adding tissue paper, gems, jewels and that kind of thing. Zentangle 5 is jewellery. This one is stencils, cards, and so forth with it. And then this is the alphabet, but you don't actually need to get the alphabet one, because in this one it covers that somewhere. If you could just find the page, that would be helpful. So it's basically get a letter and you Zentangle around it. It's pretty simple. You don't need a book on that, but obviously if you want to practice, I assume that's why you'd get it. And then from 8, there is 7, which is circles, Zendalas and shapes. And I got this one because I wanted to know how to do the shapes. And you, very much like the squares, you start off with just a blank square. A blank square, you put the string in and then you subsection it off, and these are pretty much the same. So, and then you can tangle it yourself, but it's knowing how to do it, and these are really helpful with that because they explain everything. And you've got the workbook, so you start off with some more Zentangles, building up your skills, and then adding colour to ones that are already done, and then adding your own Zentangles to ones with string. But I recommend photocopying the ones with string. And then draw your own strings and building it up yourself. So they're really helpful that way. So that's book 7. Book 8 is the alphabet one. And then there's book 9, which I really want, which is colouring with mixed media. And 10 is origami and paper crafts. I didn't get that one. And 11 is, you know how in art therapy we get the pictures that are very much sort of like this, but they have inspirational words on. Well, 7's about alphabet letters and putting inspirational words on, like this one, friends and things like that. And I think that's pretty simple to do, so you don't need a book on that. To be absolutely honest, you need basic. I'd go for the basic one. I'd go for this one, so you understand circles and shapes and how they fit together. And I'd go for colour with mixed media. And that's basically it. Obviously, if you want to practice with the alphabet, you get the alphabet one. And I'm kind of two minds about that, because I don't think you really need it. It's not essential. But I really like doing this because all of the adult colouring books are based on this. That's what we're basically colouring, is a huge Zentangle, which is quite cool. I got these from my local range store, which is new. For this one, you do need a pen, pencil and some colours, obviously. But I like the fact it tells you what you've got. And they are proper workbooks. So it's kind of like going to school, only with Zentangle, which is kind of cool. This is the end of the review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I might be showing you some more stuff that I've done in this week's art therapy one, because I've done the warm-up exercises. Pretty cool. And I like seeing the effect. I'm not very good on these swirls. And crescents, oh, it took me ages, but I think I finally kind of got it. And you can really see the difference. Because when you first start, you've not got a clue. And you really see how it's built up. And that's a variation. And I did the variation there, and I decided, oh, I'm going to colour those two beams black. And it really kind of makes it striking. That's awesome. There's a fly. Lovely. And then this one I kind of put waves in. But I think that one might be better if I coloured it. But I kind of like them colourless. And as you can see here, I'm sort of not quite right with these. And I'm getting the middle bit, like the little black bit right, but they're still not quite right. I'm not getting that motion in. So I've got some more work to do there. Hope you've enjoyed this review. So